Hello, my name is Bryony and I'm a youth social prescribing link worker. So I'll give you a very quick overview of my role, what I'm up to at the moment. So I currently work at Hotwood Hall College. I'm based there full time across the two campuses in Rochdale and Middleton. My role is signposting and supporting students into activities and groups which are beneficial to their mental health and wellbeing. So at the moment I run groups within college. I run mental wellbeing support groups, an LGBT group and an ESOL support group. And the students who attend those groups, as well, sometimes they can't attend the groups because it clashes with the timetable. So those groups would form the basis of the students who would be getting involved with this project, but there would also be other students who've been referred into me. That this would hopefully give a bit of a flexible programme that they could get involved with across different times, and hopefully during like summer holidays they would have opportunity to come into college, give them some kind of an activity to do. Along, depending on where we're up to within this project, whether it's planting or maintaining the gardens, or even just coming up and paint, whether it's like painting or planting growers using the iris. That's something that we want to be doing. So yeah, the students can come in and spend some time on the garden, and it should be a little bit more flexible than the structured lunchtime clubs which I'm already doing. I'm passionate about green social prescribing, and I often tell students to go for a walk and to utilise the local spaces. But for some of the students it's really difficult. I'm facing barriers like they've got really strict parents that they're not encouraging the children, the young people to go out and spend time in nature. It's not something that they can do. Sometimes the students don't feel safe to do this because of local crime rates. These are things that they've said to me. Students are struggling with their identity. They don't feel confident to go out on their own. So this would be a really good safe space where they can experience nature, they can learn something new, they can learn about growing vegetables, and hopefully I think that this would be a massive thing to be able to see a whole project through from planting to the flourishing of these native plants that we're going to be planting, the fruits, the vegetables that they can be eating, the strawberries, parsnips, carrots, the primrose. I think that it's going to be really important to allow a mixture of these varied fruit and vegetables, and watch this grow from start to finish, and then be able to eat it at the end. I think that should also be massive for them in trying new foods, because the diet of the students that I work with is quite worrying sometimes in terms of a pot noodle, a lack of greenery, shall we say. So this should hopefully give a little bit of an inspiration to try something new, eat a little bit healthier. So we will be using the money for timber for raised beds. I will insert a picture of the allotment space which we have got at the Middleton campus, which we would be using as a basis for this project. So the space that we will be using at Middleton is already being used as a staff wellbeing initiative to grow vegetables. So we will be looking at transforming this space, having a variation of vegetables, which I mentioned some of before. We'll be having herbs, vegetables, which will be improving the local biodiversity. But also we will be using some space at Rochdale, which I haven't got pictures of, but we want to include some greenery there and get the students involved as much as we can over there. Even if we're bringing them over to Middleton for some of the project, I think it's important for them to be able to see some of the work at Rochdale, and it's important to improve a little bit of the biodiversity there, having a space for the insects to be able to have a little bit of respite, and to protect and to be able to pollinate some nice bright flowers. I think that's going to be really important. My manager Rachel has worked with Grow Wild before. She's a very experienced gardener, with the Petrus garden being really amazing and successful. So she's going to be instrumental within this and giving me some supervision and guidance, which will be really important for me, but also I think that this would be a really good project for the students, and they would really appreciate being involved with this. So there's my 5-minute pitch, 5 seconds over. So thank you for listening, and I hope that we get through to the next stage. Okay, bye.